Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This time we're going to be looking at two stations. Obviously we've already done Colne in regards to the East Lancashire line series. We then moved on to Chaffers sidings and we now move down to the next two stations, which obviously first is Nelson and then Brierfield. The town of Nelson was originally made up of two small villages, Little Marsden and Great Marsden, but the advent of the railway resulted in a new town of Nelson being granted its own charter by Queen Victoria. A Marsden station already existed in Yorkshire, so the station was given the name of Nelson after an adjacent public house at the Admiral Lord Nelson Inn. The name stuck and the town of Nelson was born. The contract for constructing the railway line from Hatton to Colne was awarded to William Hattersley, who had just completed work on the first Woodhead Tunnel on the 8th of December 1845. The resident engineers were J.S. Pearin and J.A. Donaldson. The line was inspected on the 16th of September and after some remedial work to bridges was eventually opened to passenger traffic on the 1st of February 1849. The first stone and brick built station boasted facilities to deal with passenger and goods traffic, parcels, furniture vans, livestock and horse boxes. A large goods yard was built with a 10-ton capacity crane. There was also a small yard at Chaffers, which obviously we've touched upon in the previous video, which came under Nelson's control. A rather fine station canopy with ornate cast iron pillars still survives sheltering the platforms, although you probably get more wet underneath it these days. Nelson had a reputation for producing fine weaving, which along with raw materials from the numerous mills provided a plentiful source of traffic through the goods yards for onward distribution. There were two signal boxes around the station and a smaller signal box at Chaffers sidings. Chaffers siding signal box was a Saxby and Farmer design built in 1876 and lasting until 1991, albeit as a crossing box. Nelson Goods Yard signal box was built in 1876 and furnished with a 23-lever frame, and this box closed on the 7th of October 1934. Nelson Station signal box, a Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway 30-lever box, opened in 1893 and survived until the 15th of June 1969. Nelson Station was refurbished in 2008 to form part of a new bus and railway interchange for the town. Among the new facilities provided was a booking office, which now ain't there. And the development of the interchange is said to mark the start of a new era for the provision of public transport in East Lancashire. So there we are, we've touched upon Nelson, and not so far down the line we have the station of Brierfield. Now the first station on this site opened in February 1849 and was called Marsden Station, serving a scattering of farmhouses that formed the township of Marsden. The construction of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal and the Preston Coal Railway line led to the area around the canal and railway being quickly developed. Large mills were built with adjacent houses for the workers, and in August 1857 the station name was changed to Brierfield. By 1900 the station was catering for passenger and goods traffic, including livestock, prize cattle and horse boxes. Massive amounts of market gardening produce, much of it produced by Jordan Brothers, somebody will pick me up on that probably, on King's Causeway, was loaded at the large goods yard located adjacent to the station behind the signal box and delivered to stations all over the country. It was said that at certain times of the year there was so much watercress stacked in the booking hall that it was like buying a ticket in a jungle clearing. The cobbled goods yard was equipped with a 6-ton crane. There were 2 private sidings listed in 1910, Hargreaves siding and Tunstall siding. The Tunstall family were the main manufacturers and benefactors in Brierfield, and they played a major role in ensuring the railway came to Brierfield to serve their mill and the town. At its peak, Brierfield Mill, built in 1834, built by Henry Tunstall, housed 87,000 spindles and 2,000 looms. The mill suffered a devastating fire in 1872, but was repaired and brought back into production. The impressive and imposing mill still stands today, towering over the adjacent railway station. To the left, just behind the station towards Brierfield Tunnel, a small branch left a line crossing the road to serve the gasworks, which was originally built by the Tunstall family, who in turn sold it to the corporation in 1888. In the early 50s, this branch was worked by 2 040 Fowler diesel locomotives. Those of you in the know will understand what they are. Adjacent to the station used to stand a brick-built Saxby and Farmer Type 8 signal box, which in 1931 contained a 32-lever Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway frame. So there. After the line from Gano Junction to Colne was singled in 1986, the remaining 12 levers were taken out of use and the signal box downgraded to gatebox status, and the 2 existing colour light signals were worked from a switch panel in the box. Now, quite obviously, locals will know that signal box has now disappeared. However, in situ, who are located in the new Northlight development, are planning to basically showcase it there. From what I can gather, please don't hold me to it, but if you do look on the Northlight project, you will find it's very, very interesting indeed, in my opinion, and absolutely brilliant for the local community. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Look back at Nelson and Brierfield stations. If you missed the first 2 videos, you will find these on my playlist. Please do like, share and comment. I always appreciate it. And until the next video, take care of yourselves and goodbye.